Hello there, everybody. It is Stefan, the Old World Gamer, and welcome back to Quest to the Farlands. And it is a nice day outside. Apparently, I have to start looking for more taiga-like places. Taiga, uppercut. Sorry. Because I need to find some wolves. And I know you can find them in more than just taiga biomes, but that should be good. I'm gonna probably need more wool soon, though, I would imagine. And maybe let's make 2 more boats. I've got lots of pork. I want my workbench back. Anyway, sorry about that. First thing we do is we head off. I see you over there, Mr. Sun. So yeah, we head off right into the water. I do not remember this, but well, actually now I do. Ooh, there's some woods that I've been talking about, and Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm looking for wolves, and it's been a couple days since I've done an episode for Quest to the Farlands, and mostly because I honestly just wanted to take a break. No particular reason. Okay. Excuse me, boat. You be free! Be free, boat! Live in the Minecraft world. But yeah, I just wanted to take a break from it, honestly. Not that it's difficult or anything, it's just I had some other things that I wanted to do, but yeah, so not too much has happened in the past couple of days. I've been back to work, and that's pretty much it. I started playing Starbound again, which is, whoa, fun. I got some floating snow here. I'm just going to walk through. Oh, apparently I can. Okay, that's cool. I can live in snow, if I so choose to. And, anyways, oh man, floating land. But as I was saying, yeah, I would like to look for taiga biomes and stuff in order for myself to find a wolf. And I should start doing more research on the old beta Minecraft versions anyways, because there's probably a lot of good information that I could use on this version. And thankfully, like I said, I've had one consistent follower, Mr. Antonio Barbarian. I laugh at the name every time I hear it. He's been helping me out tremendously with just telling me about certain things that I just don't know about, and it's been quite helpful so far. And this looks like a huge expanse of just ice. Oh, is this going to be one of those? Okay, no, I see land again. Thank you. One of the things that I've noticed in Minecraft, at least something that happens to me on a consistent basis, is that it's very deep there. I don't know why there's holes in the ice, but one thing that I've always noticed is that I always spawn in like snow biomes, or like anytime I create a game just to be playing on a new server or whatever, it always decides like, hey, let's just throw them into a snow biome. I'm like, no, I really don't want that. And it looks like we're going to need our boat again in a second. Doing a lot of boating in the past couple of episodes as well, which is fine. Ooh, I thought it was going to fall. But, ooh, more sheep. I still got enough wool to get me to where I need to be. And I should be making my stuff at the end of the episode, because that is the smart thing to do, it seems. But I've went and watched back some of the episodes that I've done of this so far, and the only thing I feel like I need to kind of change a little bit, maybe, is... whoa, I see fire over there. There's probably lava, if that's the case. But I need to not mumble as much, and I know that I do that quite often, unfortunately. But it's not a big enough deal. Oh my god, why is there so much water? It seems like there's way too much water, and of course the ice just ends suddenly. More boating. Maybe this is one of our boating episodes. We're gonna boat forever, if we can. It never lets us, though. It's just large ponds and lakes of water. As far as the eye can see, well, as far as the render distance will allow. Ooh, I see another spot over there. I'm going for it. Seems like the boat kind of slowed down a little bit. And, of course, there's going to be ice to block us. Well, isn't that just fancy? I might as well just... Yeah. Live! Be free! You are another boat that can live forever. Well, we still got lots of time left. I've been kind of looking into more sciencey things as well to kind of bring up as different topics. Like, they are kind of thinking that they might have found a possible way to prevent or maybe even cure breast cancer by using arsenic. Apparently, a group of people in Chile were accidentally exposed to arsenic once again in higher amounts than is advised. That are zombies. Higher than what is advised, and basically, apparently the mortality rate of people who had breast cancer dropped significantly. And apparently, when they're running tests, regular breast cells or at least it has a high resistance to arsenic, and cancer cells do not. So, they're looking into possible treatments. Wow, this is... Okay, I've got to get this for a thumbnail, just because this is so... Oh, then some stuff starts spawning in, right? Just as I say that. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. I should still be able to get it. But, ooh, more water again. Jeez, they really don't want me walking on land in this episode. Ooh, whoa. Scary holes. Oh, not so scary holes. It's just down there. I thought it went down really deep, but like a chasm. But it was not like a chasm. And I'm going to have to create some stuff eventually anyways, because, well, I need bed. I need a bed. And that should get us through for this episode. Oh, I don't know why I put it on. I've done it again. Give me beds, please. And you. Mr. Dressup, bye-bye. Dingy, dingy, dingy. Yeah, it probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Mr. Dressup was a thing that I used to watch growing up. But, yes, going back to... Okay, that person needs to stop signing into... and I put... Oh, God, okay. Making too many mistakes. And... my attention it is just not good at all. Jeez. Okay, let's try this. 2 boats and 3 beds. Maybe that's enough to get us through the day. You know what? I'm walking. No, I'm walking for the rest of it, because you know what? It's not worth using a boat. I'm going to take out my sword in case I needs it. But yeah, my attention deficit disorder is really not working well for me. I don't know. That's one of the downfalls of doing live commentary over post commentary, is that you can focus a lot more in post commentary because you're not actually playing the game. Whereas doing live commentary is much more difficult because, oh god, that's a big hill. I'm not going to be able to scale. And I don't know if I want to go over in those woods. Maybe I do. I don't know. And do I have bones? Yes, I do have bones. Good, I'm glad. I thought I just had to give the wolves pork in order for them to like me. But apparently you have to give them bones. And there's only a couple of ways you can achieve boniness. Wait, that sounds kind of wrong. Okay, don't see. I was hoping to find some wolves, but oh, I'm gonna take fall damage if I go that way. Or this way. Oh, nope, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm escaping the damage. And if I can get over is it the apex? If I can get over the apex of this hill, I'll be able to at least just build from up here. And you know what? Maybe we're going to have a tree bed to go to bed to tonight. Let's see. Apparently this is one of the safer ways of doing this. Because apparently the spawn rates are different, I believe. I was told that the spawn rates are a little bit different in this version. But anyways, sleep time! And we are back. And uninterrupted sleep is always good sleep. And I'm going to fall, aren't I? Yes. Oh no. Okay, I thought I was going to take some damage, but nope. Okay, so we're going to descend this hill, and yeah, I'm going to try and collect my thoughts again. But yeah, I was watching over my videos, and I tend to mumble a lot, and like I said, my attention to different things and what I'm trying to talk about is always just, I don't know, lacking. I don't like that I mumble, because I think that's something that a lot of people are probably turned away from, and I would rather not slur my words as often as I can, believe it or not, but sometimes it doesn't sound like I'm slurring to myself, but maybe it's just the way I talk. But I notice it quite often when I listen to myself afterwards, so I hear you. I hear like all kinds of people's. Must be like a cave, like just under. Well, looks like we are boating again. Hi-ho! Aboard the seas. So I'm going to try and articulate my words a little bit better, and try not to, I guess, have long-sounding sounds when I talk, so it doesn't make it sound more slurish, or, I don't know, slurish? Is that even a word? Probably not. But I need to articulate a little bit better, I think, and I think everyone will pretty much enjoy something like that. And is there any way for me to keep progressing with my boat? No! Wait, maybe over this way. Give me hope. Give me hope. Looks like it's going to work out. Okay, good. I'll be able to make a little bit more progression on the water. Probably not much, though, because it looks like it's going to... Oh, God. There's no... it stops. Okay. And I took a nice bath. In very cold water, apparently, because there's ice right there. And do not want to fall down there. It's another bathhouse of sorts. So, I do endeavor to make the commentary a little bit better. It's just, I don't know. Recently, I haven't had too much input on how I should be. I don't know. And maybe that's another issue, too, is that I shouldn't be asking for input. I should just be doing it and, you know, more or less being myself, so that people... Because usually that's one thing that a lot of people say, is just to be yourself, and that, you know, more people will be interested in watching your content for that reason, I guess, or whatever, but I don't know. Sometimes it's lacking. That, and I've been, for lack of better ways of saying it, I've been kind of lazy lately. I've been skipping out on doing some things, and I don't know, like I said, I've been a little bit, I don't know, worried about doing some things, and I get very discouraged, and I'm one of those people that can get easily depressed. It's a hereditary thing as well, so yay! Genetics. But, did I say hereditary thing? It's in my family is what I'm trying to say. Depression is in my family, just like having glasses is, or having bad eyes. Having glasses. My God. My English is strong today. But, yeah, so that's something that's kind of in my family or whatever, and I get depressed quite easily, so, you know, if an expectation isn't met as quickly as I would have thought or had hoped for, then I get worried about it or bummed out about it, and most of it is there's not really any need, but I don't know. One second, you know what? I gotta really like at least turn this off because this is annoying me right now. Seeing the same person sign in every 5 seconds in the Steam. Yes, I understand you're playing a game. Stop now. I don't need to know that you're playing it every 5 seconds. What are you doing? Gravel. But yeah, I'd like to find more larger... It seems like, I don't know, there's a lot of water on my journey so far, and I'd like to have a lot more just land, really. And, I don't know, at the same time, I have been sticking to the coast as if something bad's gonna happen if I don't. I don't think it will, but... Oh, nice little overhang. And I am going to take... Whoa! That would be a skeleton trying to shoot at me from... Down there! I see you, sir. I see you. Oh god, I almost fell then. That would have been very, dramatic, at least for me. Dramatic. And traumatic. Both. I don't want to go on the ocean again! Not today! Please. But I guess in other kind of talking things, I've been doing apparently quite better at my job. They give us little bits of feedback on how well we do during certain, you know, like once a week they can do it, or they can check it or whatever, and then there's other times they have like every month they give us like a status report kind of thing. Anyways, apparently I've been doing pretty good recently, and I guess they're starting to realize that, you know, I just needed the extra time to make sure that I'm confident in the work that I do. And I mean, the only real thing that is bothersome about the work is going up on the pole, and that's mostly because, yes, I have a fear of heights. And I know it doesn't make sense that I'm climbing electricity or light poles or whatever you want to call them, utility poles, for a job when, you know, I have a fear of heights. But I guess part of that is because, well, I just want to conquer, you know, that kind of fear. And I have several fears like that. Like, I'm not a huge fan of needles, even though I'd like to get a tattoo, which, no, I do not have any. But I've had piercings before, nothing extravagant, one of my ears, and a body part close to the chest. Well, that's pretty much just one body part, which is a nipple. But anyways, that's maybe a bit too much information. Ooh, a nice little slide there. But, yeah, so I do have a somewhat of a fear of needles. It's mostly doctor needles, not so much anything else. I mean, you know, especially if you're going to go for piercing, you want it to begin with. It's not like you're getting it against your will, or you have to get it because it'll make you better. You know what I mean? It's something that you're willing to get and you're looking forward to, whereas getting a flu shot or any other sort of doctor needle thing is just not fun. At least not in my opinion, anyways. It's not. But let's see. I do have a fear of. Well, I shouldn't say a fear of, but I don't enjoy insects and bugs and spiders too much. But I think most people feel that way, anyways. I mean, it's not like you're like, oh my god, it's a tiny spider, ah! And then you freak out or anything. It's just like, you don't want to touch it, or it's like, oh, it just kind of creeps me out, makes me feel gross. And, well, I asked for land, and that's what they gave me. But, yeah, so I do have a fear of kind of spiders and insects kind of thing. Especially in, like, large numbers of them. Like, that would be really terrifying, I think. For anyone. Again, so another fear I have, for good reason, is the lightning. I'm terrified of lightning, and I will explain why. Growing up, there were 3 separate occasions where I almost got hit by lightning. The very first one that ever happened was... I was a teenager. I was only like 16 or 17 at the time, and that's when I was super cool because I used to smoke cigarettes and stuff, and which was kind of stupid. But of course, being teenagers, you're trying to hide it from your parents, so you try to find places that you can smoke and not get caught, kind of thing. So we used to go into this old abandoned house and smoke in there, and it just had, just one old couch that was there, and an old wood stove with, metal funnels that go up to the roof, and it was just like, I think a couple dressers in some of the rooms with nothing in it whatsoever, but it was just more or less like a little hangout spot that people kind of made on their own without asking the person who owned the house. Anyways, getting to the story, the first time that I was almost struck by lightning, I was actually in that house, and it was raining that day. Never thought anything big of it at the time because, of course, I didn't have the fear. And, it's getting dark, and I'm going to have to sleep. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get to the top of this hill, and then I'll explain that in just a moment, along with the other two. Gotta go fast. I don't want anyone to shoot me, please. And apparently I'm going to be doing the leaf thing again, so... And there. And... there. Ah! No! Oh, that's probably a horrible idea for me to do that, but... Ah, there we go. Haha! Mistakes were made, but I fixed it. So, let's jump into the bed. Sun's already set. We'll see you in the morning. Ah, refreshed indeed. So, as I was saying... Whoa, close. And I got my dirt bag. So yeah, we were in this house one day, and it was raining, and of course there was lightning, and we didn't pay no heed to it. And anyways, we were just leaving the house when lightning struck. The lightning struck the house. And where did it strike the house? It struck it onto those metal funnels. So what happened? As we were entering the room with the wood stove and the metal funnels coming from the roof, the lightning struck, and all I seen was a huge bright flash in the room. I was in the doorway, just about to enter the room. And the two other guys that were with me were behind me. And basically, there was a huge flash, and I looked behind me, and two guys were gone. So, of course, the first thing I thought is like, oh my god, what just happened? Like, two guys just disappeared? Like, that's really crazy. What's happening? And anyways, I looked forward again, and all I seen was boots going out through the door, and that was them. They ran out so fast, I didn't hear them. I guess I was probably kind of like shocked just because the lightning came into the room or whatever, but I didn't see them, I didn't hear them. It took me a second to even realize that, they weren't even there. But anyways, we left and we came back at a later point, and when we went in there, we noticed that the orange juice bottle that had been laying on the stove, or had been, I guess, standing on the stove, was shattered. Like, completely shattered. Nothing left to it except for the metal cap that was lying in the, like, dusty glass. So, that was... and that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, that little thing that happens. But I guess that happens when I talk a lot. But anyways, so that was the first time. So, of course, I started to get a fear of lightning a little bit. It was like, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I really don't want that to happen again. So, never really thought much of it. A couple years later, I was 18, and I went to French immersion camp for the summer, which, believe me, it doesn't sound as nerdy as some of you may think. You actually go there with a bunch of people, you have a good time, you go to classes, but depending on where you go, you don't have to. I went to St. Anne's University, where classes were, like, almost mandatory, and already, like, get super angry with you if you didn't go there, and you can flunk out more or less, which is kind of weird for, well, I mean, you're there to learn, so I understand. Anyways, I was there obviously to learn French, and anyways, again, one of the same type of things. It was raining that night, and there was lightning, and I was like, okay, cool, not thinking about that one other time, and anyways, I was leaving one residence and walking back to my own, and as I was walking, of course, raining, and then all of a sudden, lightning struck. What happened? It struck like a tree, like 10 feet in front of me. So I was more or less just looking at this tree, and then phew, it was just like lightning. I didn't even check out the tree. I was just kind of tripped out at the time, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I really don't want to deal with this right now. So I went back to my residence, never thought anything of it. The third time, actually no, that's when I was 17. The third time I was 18. And same type of thing, actually. It was the summertime. I was I was doing the French immersion summer camp thing again, but this time I was doing it in Quebec. And why? Because, well, I was 18 and legal drinking age in Quebec was 18, so I wanted to go to bars and dance. Yeah. Anyways, I was there, and anyways, I was at somebody's place at the time, at a different residence. And again, it was raining and lightning, and I was, okay, it's lightning, that's kind of trippy. And there's a lot more because it's a lot more humid, and the air is much more dry in Quebec, and it was Trois-Rivières, and that place is like a basin, so it made for, sorry for the cliche thing to say, but it was like the perfect storm. And basically, I left, and I was walking across their parking lot. And as I was walking, I'm going to have to use a boat. As I was walking, lightning struck again. This time, it decided to strike right beside me. Like, I'm talking about, like, not a couple feet away, not a foot away. Like, if I had been over an inch, I probably would have my arm would have at least got hit by lightning. Like, it was very intense. I remember the way it looked kind of beside me, like a very light purple, kind of like a bluish kind of hue to it or something. It was pretty crazy, regardless. So, I was hoping I was going to surf then. But it was pretty crazy, and at that point, I completely got the fear. And I was just like, yep, okay, this is the third time that this has happened in the course of, like, probably 3 years. And each time it kind of keeps getting closer and closer to me, so I'm done with this. I am not going out into a lightning storm ever again. I do not want anything to do with a lightning storm, and that's that. So I've been afraid of lightning ever since then. I will not. I will go out of my way to not go outside if there's lightning happening, and we don't get it much in Newfoundland, but enough for me to not want to go outside when there is. So, yeah, that's my biggest, most probably irrational fear. It's probably not irrational, but I mean, the chances of being actually hit by lightning compared to some of the other ones. Oh, is this going to be a fun time over here? That sounded kind of weird to say. But yeah, it's probably harder to get hit by lightning than it is to be hit by a car, for that matter, or, something to that effect. Okay, I wasn't sure how much of that was going to drop off. It was fun, though. It was fun, though. Oh, God. Oh, wait, what? Nothing happened? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I took some damage then. Okay, that was my own stupid fault. But anyways, oh, sun is getting close again. That means the end of the episode is coming. Yeah, so I have those fears. By all means, let me know what kind of fears you have in the comments below. Because I'm sure there's some very different ones out there. Like, I'm sure there's people afraid of grass, or people afraid of rocks, or I'm not getting much because all I can see is the environment. But it's a very nice environment, though, by the way. I mean, we still always have these nice... Like, I don't know why, but I really like the look of this, like, Holy Hill. Holy Hill? Oh, you're so holy. Jesus was... No, okay, I'll stop. But yeah, no, it looks like somewhere really nice to build. Like, you could build little pathways, maybe like a little little hobbit settlement kind of thing, or a light dwarven vacation home. Because, you know, dwarves like to live in mountains, and that's just kind of a big hill, and yeah, he's kind of obvious. So, next time I'm going to have some topics ready because, well, I did enjoy talking about the fears that I had because I had good, I guess, detail to include. I knew what to talk about because it actually happened. But I need to find more better things to talk about, because otherwise this quest to the Firelands will be very boring without interesting things to talk about. And I don't know, I guess I can just keep going on with discussing the various things that happened in my life. Like, I just recently made a couple of purchases. Fall. And I'm actually trying to think of everything. I know I purchased some very old flavors of Kool-Aid that you cannot get anymore. Can you use them? I hope so. They're in packets, so I'm really hoping that they haven't been broken and that they'll be usable. But that's not the big thing. I actually bought a solid state drive and a copy of Windows 8.1. I was very close to buying Windows 7, and I was like, no, I gotta go with Windows 8.1, because if I don't, then I'll probably regret it, and I don't want to regret it. So, and apparently the new, like the Windows 8.1 itself is supposed to be much better than the Windows 8 that first came out. So, knowing that alone gives me hope. Oh, I hear Zambers already. Oh, so scary. Okay, here we go. And still building our little home here. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. And, aha, you thought you were going to hide from me. Ah, no! I took out my light. No, give me that back. Okay, so there we go. Yes, I do like this format for the hidey hole. The only other thing I need to put on there is this, so I can build all the things that I need, as well as my bood. There we go. And let's see. I'm out of beds, so I'll make my beds now, and I'll probably make some boats as well. Now, the other thing is that I'm going to have to get some wood very soon, because I'm getting low on wood. Same thing with wool as well, so I might as well make 3 boats. And of course I'm going to do one with 4, because that's just how I roll. And there we go. Get that wool. Excuse me. And we're done. So, yeah, I did make those purchases, and I'm going to be offline for about a week once I get the solid state drive and stuff. Mostly for the fact that I'm going to be saving all the data from my computer and getting that solid state drive in and reformatting the old 2 terabyte hard drive. I say old, but it's not that old. It's the same age as the rest of the computer parts. But yeah, and I'm gonna hopefully set up a new airflow system in the computer case as well, because one of the fans is broken. If I have the time, I might even look at trying to repair the LED lights that are in the fans that came with the case itself. It's one of those NVIDIA Super Tower cases. So, anyways, this episode's gone on long enough, and I need rest. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time for Quest to the Firelands. See you later.